It's time for another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Mine was highlighted on Saturday night with a trip to Atlantic and the Cass County Community Center, where NAMI Southwest Iowa held their annual gala. This one was called Hope Illuminated. And I had an opportunity to host a game show. We did a knockoff of Family Feud, did our best. It was a lot of fun. And also want to congratulate our good friend of the show, Cassie Lawrence. Cassie and her husband, Dave, started the nonprofit that's called Sail On and Fly High, which is designed to raise awareness about mental health issues. And Cassie was named and given an award for being the Mental Health Advocate of the Year from NAMI Southwest Iowa. And I could see how much it meant to Cassie when it was announced that she was a recipient of that award. So it was great to see them. It was great to see some friends from the Council Bluffs Business Connection. Knew a lot of folks that were there and really enjoyed it. And thank you so much for everyone that came out. All of the money raised stays right here in Southwest Iowa, helping your friends and neighbors and folks that need it, that are dealing with mental health issues. And taking a look at the weather, it's going to be a little bit warm. Were you outside yesterday? Wow, it felt pretty warm, pretty windy too. But it looks like we may get back to normal temps for this time of year by the end of the week, and also expecting quite a bit of rain this week. So see, we even bring you a weather forecast here on Local Roots. That's not much of a weather forecast. I had an opportunity last week to sit down with a gentleman who was recently named the new Grand Master for the Masonic Lodge of Iowa. His name is Wade Sheeler, and he is from Newton. And he came to my lodge in the Council Bluffs. I'm part of Cobiah Lodge 631, and he came and spoke about what he would like to see for the Masons in Iowa this year, and it was a wonderful talk, and I was really on board with his vision, and I thought, I'm going to see if I can't get an interview with this man before we wrap things up. And he graciously agreed. And I'm going to bring you that interview today. You're going to learn a little bit more about who the Masons are, about how membership has been declining over the decades, but things are in place to try to bring that back. I personally am a Mason, and I can tell you from a personal standpoint that it means a great deal to me, the community service that we're able to do, and also the brotherhood that takes place inside of the lodge has really fed my soul. Tomorrow would have been my dad's birthday had he not passed away. So to get around a lot of like-minded men in this way has been a huge influx of strength into my own soul. So Wade Sheeler of Newton, he is the new Grand Master for the Masonic Lodge of Iowa. He's going to be our guest today on Local Roots. Castle & Associates of American Family Insurance is your local insurance provider. They have all of your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance needs with 4 convenient locations. They are in Trainer, they're in Council Bluffs, they're in Bellevue, and they're in Elkhorn, which means they're local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Travis and his team will educate, advise, and simplify insurance, all to protect those things you cherish most. Give them a call for your free quote. And if you have a leak, a clogged drain, or even if you're planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. And if you would like to learn more about Waldstein Plumbing and also Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning of Council Bluffs, last Friday's show, the other show that we do, Morning Coffee, is Travis Waldstein, and he does a great job of explaining what's going on in the trades, how business has been for him, things that are happening here in our area. It's a great interview, and I would encourage you to go back and watch it. Well, this past Wednesday evening, there was an opportunity to meet the new Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Iowa. This is Wade Sheeler. Thank you so much. Great talk, by the way.
Thank you for having me tonight.
It was wonderful. Your vision, I thought, was spot on, and I was just relating to so much of it as you were talking about it. So one of the main keys that you were talking about was marketing and letting people know what the Masons are all about. So how you also talked about having an elevator pitch, so I'm curious about yours.
Well, my elevator pitch basically is I tell people when they ask me, what is a Mason? What do you stand for? What do you do? I tell them it's a fraternal organization that does a lot of good in the world. It builds a lot of good bonds. You meet a lot of wonderful people in your own community as well as potentially all over the world. So that's kind of my elevator speech.
I know that when I decided that this was something that I wanted to be a part of, I was down here at Kabaya Lodge, was doing Burgers for Blue this spring, and they had contacted me to come down and do some interviews with some of the sheriff's department, police, state patrol, things like that. And I saw a common theme that just kind of ran through everybody that was here. And it doesn't matter where I meet a Mason, that same thread is there. So I know that
Camaraderie.
there's something going on.
Camaraderie. Yep.
Yeah. So that was what brought me to it. But it's been kind of in decline over the last however many years. And I know that right now, looking at reversing that trend.
Right. Masonry at one time in Iowa, we had about 95,000 Masons. Today we're down around 11,000.
Wow.
But so over the last 60 years or so, yes, we have declined. But I see a lot of young men, they're looking for something for an internal need. They're looking for things to do in their community, ways that they can make themselves a better person. So they're looking for an organization such as Freemasonry. So there's a lot of degree work going on in Iowa right now, and that's really exciting to witness.
Well, for the folks that don't know, talk about that a little bit, the degree work. For what you can talk about, what does that mean for someone, and what can they expect as they learn a little bit more?
Okay, a degree in the Masonic Lodge. To become a Master Mason, it's 3 degrees: Entered Apprentice, Fellowcraft, Master Mason. And essentially, the best way to describe it is it's a play, and it conveys moral teachings. It's biblically based, and probably most of them are an hour and a half in duration, and very engaging process for the candidate.
I was told by my mentor as I was getting started, he said, just enjoy it, enjoy the process. And I had no idea, but after it was done, I had an opportunity to speak, and I said, okay, I'm starting to get it. I see what this is about. I see why things are done the way they're done, because it imprinted it so well into my brain, not just the events that happened, but the meaning behind it.
Well, Socrates, I mean, that was essentially the way he taught, is, back and forth between himself and his students. And Masonry is very much like that.
So, what is, as you are beginning now over the course of the year, being Grand Master, what does that add to your daily schedule? I'm sure you're out doing a lot of these, and you're gonna be away from home quite a bit.
Yes, we have 15 Grandmaster area meetings. Tonight was actually the 6th one.
Okay.
So here in the next week, tomorrow I go to the Grand Lodge of Illinois in Springfield. I have a reception for myself and my grand officers in Des Moines on Saturday. And then Monday evening, we're driving up to Minneapolis, getting on a plane, and we're going to spend 10 days in England and Scotland and visiting a lot of Masonic spots over there. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a very busy job.
It is. There's just so much history attached to this. And I felt a connection to that history as I went through the degree work, because I knew that, what I was experiencing was the same types of things that George Washington was experiencing when he was a Mason. And all through the ages, as we come up close to modern day, you talk about ritual, and it's about, you can trust in it. That is, and that's how we can trust each other.
Right. It's our teachings.
Right. So I'm excited to hear when you get back from Scotland. Hopefully, we can hear some
Yeah, we
about
can get
that. 'Cause
together
yeah,
and
that
we
would
can
be
share some
that
stories.
would be a lot of fun to be able to hear about some of the different things you learned over there. And I know that there's a lot of history just in the lodges around
All right,
Iowa.
right.
So
Yeah, a lot of our probably the oldest lodges. We have the 4 lodges that made up the Grand Lodge of Iowa. They're about 181 years old, and so Freemasonry has been in Iowa for a long, long time, and a lot of very prominent people over the years have belonged to the fraternity, and a lot of good stories.
one of the first conversations that I had here with Pat Morgan and Fred Getch, Fred told me, "Look, the buried treasure doesn't exist. Don't
Yes, that's right.
you know don't get your hopes up about that.
Mhm.
Who knows how things just take on kind of a life of their
Mhm,
own, and
mhm,
and it just kind of it grows past that. But I'm just in the beginning stages of all
mhm,
of this, and I'm excited
mhm,
for what's to come and for the journey and for the path that this on. Even all the way down to a lot of what you talked about tonight was community service
mhm,
and
mhm,
different programs
mhm,
that you have seen work in other places,
mhm,
wanting to bring into the
mhm,
different
mhm,
communities.
mhm. Here's the real secret of Freemasonry. It's in the heart. How it changes you as a person. That's the real secret.
How far back does your history with the Freemasonry go?
I'm 47 years.
40.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
I'm about 7 weeks.
Hey, I'm a newbie grandmaster. You're a newbie master mason.
Exactly. And where's home base for you?
I live in Newton.
You live in
Mhm,
Newtons. That's
mhm.
north and east of Des Moines, if I'm not mistaken.
It's basically about 30 miles straight east of Des Moines.
Straight
Yep.
east.
Mhm,
Straight east.
mhm.
Okay. I remember the uh, Newton furniture ads. Was that it?
Newton furniture,
Yeah,
yes.
that I used to hear them all the time when I was a
Right,
kid. They were
right.
they were on
Still there.
and
Still
it's
there.
still there. That's great. Well, listen, I thankful very much that you took a little bit of time to
Okay.
talk with us. Thanks for coming over to Council Bluffs and for all of the work that you're doing, have done, and are going to do. I know that you're going to have a really busy year.
Well, yes, I will, but it'll be a fun year. So,
All right, thank you.
thank you very much for having me. And
Grateful.
congratulations on becoming a master mason.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Kobaya Lodge is going to be having a fundraiser this coming Sunday from 11 to 4. It is a hog roast. You're going to be able to have some great smoked pulled pork, coleslaw made by yours truly right here. Yes. And a lot of other things as well, along with some baked goods. And there will be raffle items available. And I would encourage you to come out to the Masonic Lodge in Council Bluffs. Come join us. Tickets are just $12 at the door. And all of the money raised is going to go to programs that the lodge does right here in Council Bluffs. So we encourage you to come on out. And again, we're going to start serving at 11 on Sunday on October 19th. We'll see you then. Looking for all natural health solutions in Southwest Iowa? Bambi's Green Acres Natural Market, located in Council Bluffs, has been serving the community since 1997. You're going to find vitamins, supplements, essential oils. She has spices there for sale, which I have some in my pantry, and they're very, very good. Staffed with over 37 years of experience, Bambi's helps you reach your health goals. Find them at 805 South Main Street in Council Bluffs. Go online, bambysgreenacres.com. Bambi's Green Acres Natural Market, putting health in your hands. And if you are in the market for stylish, locally curated fashion close to home, visit Unique Boutique Iowa. They're in Neola at 101 4th Street, your destination for trendy clothing, accessories, and distinctive gifts. Owned and styled by Jamie Bush, a Neola mom and former educator, UBI brings a homegrown passion for quality and community to every piece. You're going to find them open on the weekends, Saturdays from 10 to 2, Sundays 11 to 3, but you can shop online anytime at shopubiowa.com. That wraps up today's show. Again, thank you to the new Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Iowa, Wade Sheeler of Newton, for joining us on today's show. We are looking forward to having a fantastic year with the Masons. And I'm always available to answer any questions, and I'd love to have you come in and visit. People think that it's a big secret. No, it's not. You can come in. It's wide open. We'd love to see you and show you around. That wraps up today's show. Thank you so much for being a part of things. My name's Todd Studer. Have a great Monday.